Okay. Again, I'd like to welcome all of you that have joined us here today for our very first opportunity meeting for pool funding for the year 2025. Happy New Year. Everybody can go ahead and unmute right now and just say Happy New Year.
Happy
Happy
New
New
Year!
Year.
Happy
Happy
New
New
Year,
Year.
everybody.
Happy Internet!
So we do this once a week. And so we'll be back here next Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do it every week except for holidays. And we just got done with the holidays here for Christmas and New Year, so that's behind us now. And we're so excited about the year 2025. In fact, we are already referring to this year as 2025 as the year of abundance. Doesn't that sound nice, guys? The year of abundance.
Absolutely.
How about everybody unmute and say,
Wonderful, yes.
why don't we all say it? 2025, the year of abundance. Everybody unmute and say 2025, the year of abundance.
2025,
2025,
year
a
of
year of
abundance.
abundance.
Feels good, doesn't it? You can sense it. And so, pool funding brings so much to bear. And one of the great things about accumulating coin data by making payments is that the very first 10,000 people that meet the qualifications will be our co-founders. So right now we're accumulating co-founders. Then after that, we'll accumulate partners. But we have a co-founder bonus that I'd like to talk about momentarily, and then we can get into the general Q&A right after that. Let me share my screen again. Okay, so whatever coin that you're holding in your wallet. Okay, so for example, in my wallet here, I'm holding on to some coin. Let me just go to a different one here. Let's go up to just go to the guarantee for a moment here, just to give an example. So for example, holding a quarter of a coin here in PFB and holding 0.589 of PFI. So that's just an example, right? So the idea is after about a year, so probably the holiday season of 2025, when we hit Christmas again, some of you will all be ready qualified to get your co-founder bonus, making you a lifetime co-founder with pool funding. And whatever you're holding in your wallet, you'll receive 10 times that. So for example, in this example of PFB, if I were to 10 times that, that would be 2.5 coin, right? So basically, if you were to end the year with a quarter of a coin, then automatically upon achieving the co-founder bonus, that bonus will just be delivered to your wallet directly, and you'd have 2.5 coin. Okay. Now the interesting thing is we expect the price of PFB by that time to be somewhere between $500,000 per coin to $1 million per coin. So you just think about it, just one coin could be worth $500,000 to $1 million. So if you had 2.5 of those, that'd be quite a bit, right? So super fantastic bonus. And so as people are accumulating coin by making their payments every day, so all of this accumulation that's happening here, and this is kind of like a sum total, right, of accumulation here. You can change the pools by clicking on the change pool link there. So now I'm in the $10 pool here. So you can see it's showing the amount of coin that's been accumulated. So if you add everything up, it totals that number there. Same thing with the $100 pool. So it gives you the grand total. Okay. So imagine whatever you're holding on to in your MetaMask wallet a year from now, you'll receive a bonus of 10 times that. So what does that mean now? Well, as you're presenting this offer to other people, it's like, hey, how would you like to put something in and get 10 times back a year later? How's that sound?
I'm in.
Yeah, sounds good, doesn't it? So that's that. The co-founder bonus is a great thing to lead with, and let people know that there's limited number of slots. There's 10,000 of them, and basically the co-founders will be steering the overall operation of pool funding on an ongoing basis. So moving forward into the future, there'll be a group of 10,000 as a collective that will be steering the direction of pool funding over the many years and decades to come. Pool funding's here to stay. Pool funding is meant to be a long-term opportunity. So we're not looking to do this just for, a few months or, a couple of years. We are in this for the long haul. And so our vision is big, and our desire to impact the world in a positive way is huge. So there you go. So that is the presentation portion of our call today. And we've already got Garfield with his hand up, so we'll go straight into the Q&A portion of our call, or commentary or discussion. Garfield, what's on your mind? You can go ahead and unmute. Garfield, there you go.
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you.
Thank you, sir. Hey, sir, there's a problem. Is there a problem going on with the website? Because I log in and I made my deposit, but it's not showing. It's not showing the dollar amount. It's showing the token amount.
Right. Yeah. It's a little bit glitchy right now, and that's has to do with that we're connecting to PancakeSwap, and so the data that PancakeSwap is providing through the what people call an API, that's the issue. So it's a third-party issue, and I don't think it'll last very long. So the dollar amount will start to show up again before you know it. All right. So that was just a concern. That's okay. Like I said, we're transparent. You can ask me anything. All right. Who would like to go next? I'd love it. Maybe some of our members that have been with us for a little while, they can share either a testimonial of what their experience has been like so far, or they can talk about what they're so excited about going into the year 2025. What are they looking forward to when it comes to pool funding? That also can help kind of maybe make the new people feel comfortable in also participating in this interactive portion of our call. Brett, you have your hand up. Hello, Brett.
Hey, yeah, I and I just wanted to say this is one of the best programs I've ever been involved with, and I just want to tell you one thing, Ace, that you've been very, very helpful, and not only helpful, you've been very generous. And we here, the Hotternauts, if you want to explain that down the road, we appreciate you very much, because you are transparent. And coming from being involved in some of this stuff for the last 30 years, I've never seen anything like this, and this thing's really going to the moon. So thank you for all you're doing. We really appreciate that.
Well, you are welcome. You are very welcome. We're glad that you're part of this, Brett. You are, showing up as an up and coming leader. You've already got a little team started, and so we look forward to you, having a great deal of success, reaching millionaire status, in as shortest period of time as possible.
Yeah, it's amazing. My wallet is just like tripled in size. It's just unreal. So very happy about that. Thanks again.
You're welcome. All right. That's great to hear that. All right. Karen Stoyles out of Canada. How are you today?
I'm just, to quote my girlfriend's father, tickety boo.
Tickety boo. Okay.
Tickety boo.
I love it. Uh-huh.
The phrase I haven't used in a long time. I guess I'm aging myself. But I would like to say that pool funding has been an amazing experience for me. I have learned a lot. I'm doing things I never thought I would be doing in my life, such as making videos and landing pages and talking on webinars and holding webinars. But I'd like to echo what Brett said as well. You are an amazing leader. You're a very generous man. You are there whenever someone needs you to answer a question or to be a guest or just to talk to. So it's been wonderful to have that experience. But pool funding has been an amazing opportunity, one that I have latched onto, and anyone who knows me knows how when somebody approaches me with a company like this, I would normally turn and walk away as fast as I could. But I listened to you the very first time I really heard about pool funding. You explained the system, you explained the potential, and I couldn't wait to get started. And as you know, Ace, I haven't looked back.
No, you
So
haven't.
thank,
And
yeah, thank you very much.
everybody can hear the excitement and enthusiasm in your voice as you're speaking about it right now. May I ask, well, if you could bring it down to one thing that you're really excited about when it comes to pool funding, what is that for you right now?
It's the level of success that I've had with this program compared to others.
So
So
experience. So you're
it's been a
excited about
great experience.
the early experience you've already had with this has been very encouraging. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you've got a nice little team forming for sure. It's not just one level. There's a number of levels of people showing up on your team. Of course,
that's
we
right.
only pay on direct referrals, but you know what supports those referrals to pay you is their referrals and so on, right? So,
Right, right.
but you are a
And I must
fantastic
say
leader.
that compared to when I first joined to the time that our system was refreshed, Pool Funding 2.0, I like to call it, in
Sure.
November, it has been so much easier to talk to people about it, and people are really grasping on to what pool funding has to offer. So thank you for the refresh, that it's really made a difference in how the company's being accepted everywhere.
Yeah, more streamlined and more direct to the point, and nothing to get hung up over, right? So.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, when you're getting 100% of whatever you build, I mean, how can you get hung up, right? So
For sure.
it's a really sweet offer we've got out there for the whole world to kind of take advantage. So, yeah, we're looking at having 10,000 co-founders and 1 million partners. And then after that, everybody will be referred to as a member at that point, but it'll still be 100% commission, if you want to call it that, on whatever you build, you keep. So, but yes, there are bonuses attached to being either a co-founder or a partner. You know, the bonus for the co-founder is 10x, and the bonus for the partners is 5x. All right. Not sure what you're talking about there, Tim. Maybe you can catch me one-on-one on that one, maybe. All right. So Joey, you had your hand up first, I believe. Joey, team leader, welcome.
Yes, thank you. I'm not new to cryptocurrency, but I've never heard of pool funding. And just this is my first presentation. I was invited by Rudy, and I haven't really had a chance even to speak to him. But I'm just wondering, is this a program where you can make money weekly or monthly? And if so, how?
You were here during the video portion of it, right? Did it kind
Yes.
of go, was it too fast? Did it go through the information too fast?
Yeah, I really
Um,
didn't
okay.
comprehend too much.
All right. Let me slow it down and break it down just a little bit for you. Okay. So basically, the way our system works is there's a bank of coin, right? So we have crypto for each of our pools, right? We have PFI for the $1 pool, PFB for the $10 pool, PFS for the $100 pool, and soon we'll be opening up the $1,000 pool, and it'll also have its own coin. Okay. So what we're doing is we're having people make daily payments, right? So they make a payment, and that payment in most cases is going to go to your sponsor. So in this case, that would be Rudy, right?
Okay.
So as long as Rudy is making his daily payments, then all of your payments will go to Rudy. That's it. Simple as that. If Rudy doesn't make payment, then those payments go to a guarantee fund. Okay, so it's either or, but you know the only thing to receive daily funding is you are consistently making your payments. That makes sense?
Uh-huh.
So we're
Okay,
not
so
paying
another,
weekly. We're not paying monthly. We're not some like centralized organization where you send money to me as the creator founder, right? And then I send it back out to you in little pieces of part. It's not like that. We're not MLM. We're not network marketing. We're more like affiliate marketing, if you want to call it anything. And you get 100% of whatever you build. And what that means is that when that payment goes from you to your sponsor, in this case, Rudy, when you click that button to confirm, within a few seconds, that payment is going from your wallet directly to his wallet. That makes sense?
Mhm.
100%. Whether it's $1 a day, $10 a day, $11 a day, $111 a day, whatever that might be. Now, the idea is that it only take one to break even, right? So if you have one person,
Referring one person, you mean?
yeah, if you have one referral, Joey, that's also making a daily payment, that payment's going to you 100%. Now you're
Mhm.
breaking even. That makes sense?
Okay, so
So every referral after one is what you call positive cash flow, daily positive cash flow.
and is that money withdrawable or usable or
Well, it's in your wallet, so you have total power and control over that money immediately.
so you could either take it out and use it or what?
Or anything you want. You can, once it's in your wallet, you can spend it, you can trade it, you can cash it out. It's a paper money, whatever you want.
Hmm. Interesting.
And then you factor in the fact that you're accumulating coin. And on top of that, you have the opportunity to 10x that with our co-founder bonus. So, that all then shows up in your wallet and then is convertible back into whatever you want to do with it. Cash it out into paper money, spend it. I mean, there's lots of ways to spend money because this is digital money.
So that's the income is from your referrals. It's not like anything from your referral or anything like that.
Yeah, not from referral. No, it's not MLM.
Strictly from your referral.
From direct referrals.
Hmm.
Yeah, so like an affiliate, right?
Right, right.
So there you go. And the great thing about this is that it's 100%. So a lot of affiliate programs, it's a shared percentage between what you get for your referrals and what the, provider of the product or service, what they get, right? But with us, you get 100% of whatever
Hmm.
you build. How do you feel about that?
Sounds great. So if a person joins the program and doesn't refer anyone, he's not going to make any money.
Well, they still can make money in the sense that what they're getting when they're making a payment, they're getting coin, right? 90 days later, that coin shows up in their wallet and it's spendable at that point. So that's a passive way. So a person could take advantage of the upswing of the price values of our coin. And so that could be a positive there too, even if they have no referrals.
I don't understand what you just said.
Okay, so when you make, let's just use the $10 pool, the PFB. Okay, that's been the
Okay.
pool that's been open the longest. Okay, that we opened up that pool in the 4th of January of 2024. So it's a little over a year ago. We opened up the $10 pool.
Okay.
And I mean the $10 PFB coin. Now, so when you send $10 what you're going to send is something called USDT. Are you familiar with USDT Tether? Or you've heard of that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So the great thing about USDT is the value doesn't change, right? It's always one coin is always equal to one paper dollar, 100% of the time, all the time. Okay. And as far as digital currencies go, USD Tether is by far the world's most popular digital currency in the world. Okay. Hands
Mhm.
down, bigger than Bitcoin. There's more USDT transactions on the internet than there are Bitcoin transactions, just to put it in perspective. Now, you get so when you send $10 of USDT and that lands in Joey, your sponsor's wallet, okay,
Mhm.
you'll see show up on your screen an accumulation of PFB coin, okay. So what will happen? I'm going to show it to you again. So we'll go to the $10 pool here. So you can see here, I started making payments here on this pool on November 13th of last year. Okay. And
Mhm.
it was like 000279, that based on the value at that time. That's how much the market value of $10 was back on that particular moment when making that purchase, right? So that sits here for 90 days in your account. And then on the 91st day, that particular amount automatically gets put into your wallet. Okay. Automatically. Okay. It automatically goes there. And each day after that, so by the 92nd day, this would go into the wallet. The 93rd day, this would go into your wallet, and so on and so on. Okay. As you make daily payments, then 90 days later, those what you've purchased before 90 days before starts showing up in your wallet. But what's happened is that the value of those coins most likely is going up. And so we have strategies to encourage the price to move up, right, versus down. And so based on that, most likely you'll be looking at something larger than it could be. Instead of $10, this could be $20 worth by the time 90 days roll by. It might be $50 by the time 90 days. It might be $100, this amount here, this amount of coin, because it's appreciating based on the market. Okay.
So in other words, I'm buying like $10 worth every day. Is that correct?
Correct. That is correct. Now you got it.
So what about that $10 going to my sponsor?
You're paying him as a co-founder. He's a co-owner, right? So the beauty of our system is you've heard of an employee-owned company. Have you ever heard of that before?
No.
You never heard of a company where it's actually owned by the employees of the company? Never heard of that?
No.
It exists. It exists. I'll just Google it. There's a homework.
So in other words, I'm not only paying $10 to my sponsor, but I'm actually purchasing $10 worth of coin.
That's right. Which is appreciating.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And the best part is Joey didn't have to buy the coin first and then sell it to you because he's a co-founder. That makes sense, like an owner.
Hmm.
100%.
You mean Rudy?
I meant Rudy. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Right.
So how does that make you feel, knowing that you don't have to buy the coin to sell the coin? How do you feel about that aspect?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. So we have the bank of coin for all the co-founders, right? And so on. Later, the partners, right? So, so that's how our system works, and that's how we distribute our coin out there in the world. Is we let you in a co-ownership type of position, right? You're the one promoting it, and you're the one getting paid, and you get 100% of whatever you do. And it's instant and direct. You don't have to wait for it. You don't have to ask permission for it. You don't have to go through any crazy stuff like you see in so many other places. Right? We're very, very simple, and we're also very, very, I don't think the word fair is good enough. I think it's better than fair, right? Our opportunity is better than fair. I think it's extraordinary offer, right?
So when you first approach someone, Ace, is that your name, Ace?
Yes, it's short for but
Okay.
I go by Ace.
Okay, so when you first approach someone, besides inviting them to the presentation, what would you say to a person to even get them interested in coming to a presentation? What would be your opening presentation to a brand new person that you're talking to?
Well, the first thing you have to think about is who you're talking to, and think about what they might be interested in, right? Because you wouldn't want to say something in other words, I don't want to say that there's just one blanket, statement to say to everyone.
To a networker. To a
Yes.
networker.
Yeah. You say, I like to show you a way you can get paid 100% on whatever you build. How's that sound as a networker? What do you mean 100%? It means you don't share it with a company. You keep all of it. What? How's that work? Now, come take a look at this pool funding. That could be a good opener. Or you might say, hey, Mr. Johnson, I found a way to 10 times money in a year. Would you like to take a look at it? with our co-founder bonus. That might be another way to approach it. You might approach another person and say, have you heard about artificial intelligence? Are you aware how artificial intelligence is helping businesses to grow by, kind of taking care of like the selling side of things and the outreach, and that you can use AI to do that for you? Would you like to learn more about that? Right? So there's lots of hooks, if you will, on how to get their
Mhm.
attention.
Okay, thank you, Ace.
This was
Thanks,
perfect. It was perfect, Joey. I'm so happy that you asked the questions as you did, because it made me slow down and really kind of like break it down. So now anybody watching this video on YouTube, they got it really broken down for them. Thanks to you. Thank you for that.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Ricardo has his hand up. Hello, Ricardo. Welcome to our opportunity call.
Thank you. Hello, how are you doing?
Super fantastic today.
All right, I have several questions going through my mind. I hope I don't forget any, but first of all, my first question that came to my mind is MetaMask the only wallet that you're using? Do you use Coinbase?
Basically we're using the Binance network, and so I don't really think you can connect a Coinbase wallet up to our website. So it has to be something like a Web 3.0 type wallet, which MetaMask is. Trust Wallet, SafePal will work as well. They're also Web 3.0, so there's a lot of choices out there. But we like to direct people to MetaMask because it's very user-friendly, very secure, very popular, and a lot of people already have it. Those people that are already in the space already have MetaMask usually. And so it's that common, So, and then that keeps our support very, simple, that we just support people through MetaMask because we know all about it,
Okay, so I could use Trust Wallet if I chose to, right?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this is the first time I hear about pool funding, but what comes to my mind is that people are pooling funds together. And now those funds are coming together, if I'm right about what pool funding is, do you invest it in different things?
Well, I appreciate the question. Thank you for that. And yes, the idea of pool funding is a concept that's been around like in the stock market, things like that, right? It's been around for a long time, but we're different in the sense that we're part of cryptocurrency. And one of the things when you think about cryptocurrency, you think about decentralized finance. Does that make sense?
Could you explain to me what decentralized is and what centralized is?
Yeah. So
Briefly.
think of it like this, okay? If you're a centralized pool funding operation for the NASDAQ or for the Dow or the New York Stock Exchange, right? And you're bringing investors together and saying, "Hey, we have a fund. It's maybe focused on tech, and you send all your money to a central location and we'll manage that for you, right?" So that's kind of the term pool funding kind of started like that. Does that make sense? That's how generally when you kind of Google search the term pool funding, that might come up. Okay. We're different in the sense that we're not centralized. And so think of it like this. Every single one of I'll just use the general term members. Okay. So everybody that's joined pool funding is like a member, right? And each one of them have their own wallet, right? So all the funds of what's in everybody's wallet, that's in a not centralized, that's in a decentralized network of members, right? And that's where the money is. So in this case, the money would be USD in the form of USDT.
Right. So basically, being decentralized means that I control my money.
That's the beauty of it, so that you don't have to trust a centralized party, which that's the problems, with the corruption and things like that we see in the world. People are really distrusting institutional centralized situations, because
So is that a correct statement that we are decentralized and I have
Correct.
more control of my money?
That is an absolutely true, correct statement.
Okay. Now, also, do you mention like how does it work? Is that you can buy signups?
That is also true. To do that, I'll share my screen again. And the price is really reasonable right now. It may go up. But right now, you can come into the $10 pool here and you'll see a banner here, done for you lead generation. You just click buy now. And then there's a brief video you can watch and all that. But there's a way for you to purchase signups by clicking on the buy now button here on your $10 page. Okay, there's, we have the $1, it's not there. We have the $100, it's not there. So the paid signups is strictly for the $10 pool. So what will happen is they'll sign up and the first $10 payment will be made, and that qualifies as an order complete, that the first payment's made. Okay. So it costs $50. You can buy either one or two at a time. You can buy one for $50 or buy two for $100. And then once your order has been completed, you can come back in and buy more. Okay.
Okay, so now when you buy a sign up, does that mean that you gotta pay daily for them too?
No, they pay daily.
Okay, and that's my next question.
And they're paying you daily.
Okay, and
They're
that's
your
what
referrals. Yeah.
okay, because I'm trying to put together because the money that comes from my referrals,
Goes to you.
because no money's actually coming out of my pocket every day because it's coming from the referral, so I have the money to put in every day.
Yeah, as long as you have one referral, then it's like not out of your pocket anymore, right? Because you're covered
Right.
by the one referral.
Okay,
Yeah,
and then
only
of
takes
course,
one. Yeah.
and that the paying daily, is that for 90 days?
It's for as long as you choose to do it. So, we're not spreading obligation, we're spreading opportunity.
So you're saying that 30 days I could take out my money?
Well, there's nothing to take out. You've already received it, right?
You know, but the value of the coin.
The coin will season in your account for 90 days. That's how the purchase works. So the purchase is what we call staking, right? It's kind of another crypto term. You're basically doing a 90-day stake.
Okay.
So you see how much you're getting in your account, and then on the 91st day, that amount that you will show up in your wallet. That amount of coin will show up in your wallet.
Okay. And how do you like? I haven't seen too many coins go up in value in 90 days. Now you mentioned something that
We're unique. Yeah.
yeah, you mentioned something like that you have ways of making it go up in value quicker.
Right. It's not really rocket science. I mean, markets are built on supply and demand, right?
Sure.
So what happens if the supply is very, very small and the demand is high? What's going to happen to the price?
I'm sorry. I was looking at my notes. Say that again.
What happens when the supply of something very, very small in the market and the demand for it's high? What happens to the price of that?
If there's not enough, the price will go up. Isn't that true?
Exactly. You got it. Simple, right? So it's not
Okay.
rocket science. So what we do is we manage both aspects of that. We manage the idea that we make sure that the circulating supply is very, very small. And then we also are creating demand as well for the coin. So, because of the bonuses and things like that, that's actually kind of lit a fire under people wanting to buy more of the coin outside of their daily activity of making a payment every day. They're buying in addition to that. And then we're going to be opening up like a store in our website where we can bring in digital products and services, and then those can be purchased using our coins. That'll be coming here in the first quarter of 2025. So that will create demand for it as well. So
you could buy with this coin, whatever is a P something or whatever, you could buy
products and services.
say you could products and somebody could buy like say for example XRP.
You could buy you could buy like software. You could buy like digital courses, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Something in the digital space.
Okay, now could you
NFTs.
explain that? I have an idea. You say an AI agent. Could you explain that? What actually is an AI agent? Is it a robot that does whatever? I don't know if it's trading or whatever it does. Is it a robot?
It is a software version of a robot. Let me show you. I can't really do that because it's a video. But basically, AI has gone verbal. Have you ever heard an AI talking?
Uh, Not like was presented in the video, I don't think.
Right. Well, at this moment in the year 2025, you almost can't tell the difference between a human and AI when they're talking.
Okay. Yeah.
It's gotten that good. It's very human-like. So
Yeah, as a
yeah,
matter of fact, I did
and
hear
so
about that.
you can actually program an AI to make phone calls for you. It could call a list of people for you and then basically be your salesperson, for you. Okay. So
And what would it be like? As of course, no referrals, no money, right?
no, you still can, the passive way to accumulate money is making a daily payment and accumulating coins, and then they seize them for 90 days, and then the value is
Yeah, well,
likely to be
what
going
I'm
up.
saying is that if there's no referrals, then you're the daily. It's out of pocket, right?
Well, it's out of pocket, but it's a purchase that you're getting something in return for it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting the coins. In other words, say if you haven't referred somebody, are you still required to pay the daily?
There's no required anything with what we're doing now. Basically, as you desire to take advantage of any given offer, you pay for what you want, right? It's like a buffet of choices here. So yeah, some people may never build a team, but yet they still come out ahead by being a part of our community because they're accumulating coins that are appreciating in value. For example,
If they can
currently
afford, they can
currently
afford
PFI
to
is
put
worth
it.
about $2,600 right now, but probably by the end of the month of this month of January, a PFI coin will be $500,000. Okay, so
So
it's
you
going to go
said,
from 2,600 to 500,000.
so you say that some people are buying PFI from another exchange?
Yeah, they can buy it from something called Pancake Swap, which is a decentralized exchange.
And that's well separate from the program, right?
Yeah, so that's
Okay, just
again, it's just the crypto world. There's a lot of infrastructure that's outside of pool funding that, of course,
but
we're
it's the same PFI that you're going to do some things to for it to go
PFI,
up.
yeah, PFI is in the public market, and so obviously, anyone in the public could discover it and purchase it, right, or sell it, buy and sell, trade it. But our members will start to understand the value of what we're doing, and that what's coming is a store, and the store ultimately will create that ongoing demand for the coin because people will want the products and services from our store, and then therefore they'll be accumulating coins so that they can uh, you buy the products and services out of our store. But in the meantime, kicking off this bonus, there's certain requirements, and one of them is a price target. In the case of PFI, the price target is $500,000. So the bonus kicks off when we hit those price targets. So we know the coin's going to go up there quickly because the supply is very tight. And I predict probably before the end of January, this month right here that we're in, the price of a PFI coin will be, over $500,000 per coin.
That's unbelievable.
Well, I
Uh,
mean, our PFB coin has already gotten up to $320,000 per coin.
how did
It did that in the first 9 months.
okay, this PFI is just came out in the market?
Yeah, PFI was June, I believe it was the June 4th of 2024 is when PFI came into the market.
Why is there an advantage people using PFI for, to buy and sell services, stuff like that? Is that
Right. The advantage would be that, because of how well we manage it, and there's a strong chance that you have upside potential of getting more than what. So if someone paid you $1, right? But when you cash in, you're getting $2, right? That's upside, right? Or $10, right? More upside. So that's the attraction right now, is that there's just huge upside right at this moment. It's huge upside for anybody using the coin. Pay me in this coin. I'll give this product or service to you. Pay me in this coin, and you've got upside that you'll probably end up getting more from the market in addition to what the original purchase amount.
Okay, and so how do I go about using Trust Wallet? I just send you the my address or what?
Yeah. Rudy, it's Rudy, right?
I'm Ricardo. Rudy is the one that invited me.
And Rudy invited you, right? So Rudy's your sponsor. So usually your sponsor kind of helps you get started, and if he has any challenges, he can go to our you guys can go to our onboarding team, okay? And we go show you that on the website. So we have humans here that can help you out. So go to onboarding right here, okay? And here's the contact information of our onboarding team. You can reach out to any one of them, including Karen, who's on the call with us right now, okay?
Mhm.
So any one of these onboarders can get on a Zoom call and get you step by step, through the process of connecting your wallet.
Okay, so that's
If it's MetaMask, they'll have no problem, but they may or may not. Depends on who you're talking to. They may or may not be familiar with Trust Wallet. Like I know Eric would be familiar with Trust. I know he would be. I know that Cyrene would be. I know that Justine would be familiar with the Trust Wallet. So there's 3 I know of that are familiar with the Trust Wallet.
Okay, so that goes without saying that the coins would be deposited into my Trust Wallet account.
That's correct. You're in control.
Okay, let me see here.
Where are you from, Ricardo?
I'm in San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio. Okay, I thought I recognized the accent. I was born in Dallas, but I didn't live there long enough to pick up the accent. We moved when I was 3 years old to Colorado. So
No, you speak like a San Antonian.
well, I'm glad you can hear me. It's my mother. My mother had a draw. Yeah.
Yeah, because
draw.
we kind of what you call it, a laid back city, big city, like a small town atmosphere.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that you didn't get irritated by me asking so many questions.
Well, that's what the purpose of this call is all about. It's an opportunity call. And the beautiful thing about it is that it's going to be on YouTube so other people can watch it and benefit from the questions that you asked. And they're all great questions. So appreciate you showing up. I
know I'm forgetting one, but maybe on another occasion I might ask.
Well, you can come back another occasion, or if it comes back to you before the end of the call, I'll be happy to answer it in this call. But I can go to David right now. He's also got his hand up, and then if it comes back to you, then you can just unmute and say, "Hey, I remember what I want to ask."
I did write down the website here. What is it? I wrote down somewhere.
Poolfunding.io.
Poolfunding.io. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, David, you have your hand up, or had it up?
So, well, I've lowered it because you had called on me, so I wanted to lower it before forgetting or whatever.
Yeah, that's good.
My understanding is that the coins, including other coins that aren't our coins, be it Bitcoin or whatever, they've pretty much gone up. They've had their down times where they've been down, and like you've talked about or shared, the supply and demand makes it go up or down, and depending on how much is bought or sold. But it's a great thing, but we don't have control over that with the US dollar, and or like the popularity of the credit card it was a thing that was hard to start off, as was Bitcoin. I mean, it didn't take off in its first, few days or months or what have you. And credit cards didn't either, but now credit cards are popular, but they've got the downside to where there's kind of a huge fee just to use them for the merchant as well as for the person who holds the card. And then of course there's the interest rates, which are pretty much out of control. I mean, why would you pay, primarily it's at least 15 to 30% more for a product if you're paying for it on credit than if you paid cash for it. And that's not the case here when you have our coins is, yeah, they're going to go up or down. Once they get stabilized, they'll be up and down in a good area of, still even at its down point within the range that we're looking for is good. But on the upside, when it's really up, it's phenomenal versus just good. And so that's the value of the coin. If you're not a good people person, you can just buy your coin, and 90 days later, after each day you make your purchase, be it the dollar, the 10, or the 100, and soon to be the 1,000, that's a great thing. And if you talk to a couple of people in the next couple of days or a couple of months or a couple of years, then you're that much better off. But either way you win, whether you're a people person or not.
Excellent point. You're right. So the fact is, you can benefit financially being a part of pool funding, even if you don't build a team or you don't have any referrals. It's kind of one part of the point you're making there. And the other part of the point that you're making is it's a digital world now, and things are better in the digital world compared to, the traditional banking system with the
transparency and trust definitely
cards.
being something better in the digital world than the other world.
Yeah. Yeah. And, one of the things I love about accepting, digital money instead of credit cards, right, is I don't have to worry about a chargeback as a seller, right? So, and that's a problem for merchants, that they always have a big question mark on, what their revenue actually is, because they never know what the chargebacks are going to be. And then in addition to that, banks are out of control. Their fees are outrageous. It's just crazy. And the central banks are pumping way too much money into the economy. And so everybody has this high inflation. So the purchasing power of fiat currencies is going down around the world sharply. So you need something to offset that. If you're only in the traditional world, you are at great risk. And a lot of people don't think about that. But by being over here in the digital world, there's so many things to offset that risk, and ways to, where you can actually have increases greater than the inflation that's happening. So that's another good way to, talk to people. If you want to start a conversation, what do you think about this inflation we're dealing with these days? Ask that question. And then most everybody's going to grumble, right? Because they're going to say, yeah, I noticed this, or I noticed that, the gallon of milk, or whatever it might be, right? They'll bring up something, right? My electric bill just went up, or whatever it is. And say, I've got a solution for how to beat inflation called pool funding. Oh, really? How's that work? And then there you go. Then you bring them in and show them how this works and how they can be part of something that's got great upside, and it could be far greater than the cost of inflation upon our lives. So those are excellent points you're making here, David. Appreciate that.
Thank you. And I think it's really great having the options of just buying the coin, but also having the option to invite other people to make even better money. But at the same time, especially if you've got people, whether it's 2 or 20 or more or whatever, or that, I couldn't imagine as you've got something going, like why you would stop buying the coin. Like it's not an obligation beyond every day, but certainly if it's working, why would you stop? So that's confounding to me, but it's great having that option. If for whatever reason I do stop or whatever, or one chooses to stop, so be it, but it's an option. Just realize that your income's going to stop. Whatever you've got warehoused, if you will, or in storage from the 90 days that's going to, eventually be gone, that coin will be available to you. Then you'll have no more income from when you've stopped. And then, of course, you can start it again, 5 days or 5 months or whatever later. It's just great having that flexibility and, openness to do what it is that works for your life 100%, not just like, okay, this is going to be for the rest of my life. I got to do this. Like, well, it could be, and that's a good thing. And if for some reason there's a season where it's not going to be a good thing for you, then you can stop.
I've been dealing with people for decades. I mean, I've been in the people business, if you will, for multiple decades. You know, I got the gray hair to show for it, right? So, and this is what I've learned about people. They don't like obligations. They do like opportunity, but they don't like obligations. And that's what's great about pool funding is we're big on opportunity. And, you know, we're not obligating anybody to do anything anytime. People participate as they wish. It's a buffet of options. And we encourage people to kind of follow a track that we know will be successful, that perhaps within less than a year, they can go from where they're at to millionaire status. People that follow that track will be happy a year later upon achieving millionaire status, but you don't have to. And so people love opportunity. They don't like obligation. That sound about right to you?
Absolutely right. Yes.
Okay, there you go. Well, thanks for bringing that up. Appreciate your highlights there. David's been with us for several months now, and he's we appreciate his contribution to the community. So, Ricardo, you still have your hand up. Did that mean you remember your question?
I put it down. I raised it up again. I just, I mean, there's not a question that I haven't remembered it, but I did want to ask that. You're the owner of the company. Are you the creator of this system? Are you
I am the creator, founder.
funding? What's your
am.
background?
Well,
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I made my first million in network marketing, so I'm an excellent team builder. On that particular opportunity where I made my first million, I built a team of 222,000 people. So I know how to build teams. I know how to build big. And before that, mostly a sales background. You know, you name it, I probably sold it at some point. You know, so that's my background.
Okay, well, let me tell you what I did in sales. I sold funeral caskets door to door.
Wow. Well, that could be a tough sell. You're looking for someone that's not going to answer the door to be ready to get one, right?
Well, they don't know why you're knocking, right? But no, it was I did okay, but you know, people wanted to buy a prearranged plan. They just didn't want to go to the funeral home.
Yeah, yeah.
So you showed up at their house.
It's up there with life insurance. You know, it's you know, it's
Oh yeah.
we all have an expiration at some point. you
Yeah,
know?
people feel life insurance, they run away from you, man.
Yeah. So I
Okay,
mean,
man. I appreciate the info and
my goodness, if you can sell caskets door to door, you're going to get rich in pool funding.
we'll see.
That's all I got to say.
We'll see here because times have changed. You cannot do that.
Bravo.
Instead of caskets and insurance, we're selling, beat inflation.
And I
Yeah,
had the
yeah.
I had the pictures of the caskets with me.
Wow. Well, that's great. Well, yeah, takes all kinds. That's the first. Now, that's the first I've heard of that. So you're
Yes,
an
sir.
original, Ricardo. Yeah. So thank
It's
you.
I call myself an antique.
Now, just do you know who the sponsor of Rudy is?
No, I was gonna ask him. As a matter of fact, when once he got off this call, I was gonna ask Rudy. He's
Okay.
on. I don't know if he wants to share with us. I see his name. Rudy, can you hear me? Can you let us know your sponsor?
Yes, my sponsor is Greg Geasley.
Wow. Really? Okay. Good.
What did he say? Great.
Greg is awesome. Greg's here as well, and I love Greg. Greg's a good guy, and you know, if you want
Greg,
support,
can
Greg's all about support. So you're on a team that's well supported, Ricardo. If you're part of Greg's team,
is he on right now?
yep, he's right there at the ball cap and the headset on, waving at us. You
I
can
don't
say
see
you can say hello, Greg.
Hi, Ricardo.
There he is.
Oh, there you go. All right. Okay.
Welcome.
Okay.
You're gonna do well.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
And above Greg is Ken, right?
Ken, yes.
So Ken's
Nice to
also
meet
here.
you.
He's waving his hand. Ken is out of Chicago. Ken is a team builder connoisseur. You know, I mean, he's been involved in multiple team building projects. Yeah, for a long, long time. How many decades now? Well, a long time, right, Ken? So all part
Since
of
1996. Ricardo, welcome to the team, my friend. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, excellent. Okay, and then we got Danny De Jesus is here. Got his hand up. What's on your mind, Danny?
Well, can you hear me?
Yes.
You know, I am just flattered. I am so honored to be on this call with all of you, having this as the first opportunity call of the new year. And, you know, I've always been a firm believer that timing is everything.
It is.
And I've been so blessed by being in the right place at the right time with so many things in my life. And you know, I was on the Zoom opportunity call a couple of weeks ago, if you remember. And then I guess we had some holiday break, and so Greg, you know, is my sponsor, Greg Leasley. And he kind of filled me in with, you know, bits and pieces of information. We talked a little bit before the call today and answered some of my questions, which were reiterated with some of the questions and answers that were just covered. And so it gave me a clearer understanding. And, you know, I get things pretty quick. And this is the most unbelievable, no-brainer type of a no obligation opportunity that I have ever seen, I think, in my whole life.
Wow.
And for someone to go from just where we are right now to millionaire status in a short period of time, which I really honestly, truly believe, after, you know, listening to you and to all the people on this call, just is mind-boggling and just blows my mind. And now that the AI system is in place, as I was talking with Greg about and asking him a few questions, and then as you started off the call with the video presentations on the AI, and with some of the people that were talking about referrals, it just hit me that all you got to do is purchase a couple of referrals.
Exactly.
That's it. That's it. And then just pay as you go. Just work with the system and just comply. And you'll make money both ways. You'll break even plus come out benefiting with profit on top of bonuses and everything. I don't know. I'm brand new, but with everything I understand so far, and you haven't even come out with the $1,000 pool yet, that once the word of this gets out, and you know, this thing is just going to go bonkers.
Yeah. Well,
and I'm so honored and happy. Hold on a second. Yeah. Okay.
Just keep the door open a little for Mark and listen for Mark.
Okay. So I am so honored. And then of course, you know, with the coins, and as the coins are going to be going up in value and everything like that too, there's so many things that we have on board, and some of the other things that you haven't mentioned yet that you were starting to talk about. But I am just totally flat excited about everything and to be on board with you guys. And for everybody that's on the call, I would just say congratulations to all of you, because being in the right place at the right time where we are right now as co-founders is just, you know, because once that door and that window closes, then, we are going to be happily celebrating all the way to the top.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, co-founder for lifetime, right? So 10,000 of you will be in that position. And it's like a very large committee, if you want to look at it like that, that's steering the ship over the future decades as we go into the future here. So as long as we're using money to do, what we do with money, pool funding will have a place in that world, so unless something like that changes radically, we're here, past our own lifetimes. Pool funding is here to stay. And that's what people want. They want a great opportunity, and they want it to be around so they don't have to keep jumping from one thing to the next, because I think most of us are kind of tired of doing that. And you've got a home here in pool funding, and you'll feel like you're part of a family. So there are so many non-financial benefits to pool funding. There are too many to mention, but one of them being is you really feel like you're part of a family here. You feel loved. You feel like people actually care about you personally, Danny, and you can't put a price on that. So welcome to pool funding.
Thank you. I love the support. Now, will this also be a way that, after we pass, that it could be passed down to their family and everything like that,
Of course. It's financial.
Nice.
That's how it works. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Ace. I'm so happy to be on board with all of you guys and to meet with you all and to be part of your family and community. So, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Danny. Yep. I'm feeling you right here. Where are you from, Danny?
I am from, I live on the Big Island in Kona, Hawaii.
Oh, okay. The Big Island. Okay. Well, I've been to Oahu. And I've also been to Maui.
Yeah.
And I'm not too far from
I'm
Hawaii,
originally
being in the Philippines. I just, when I fly to California,
I'm
I kind of fly
Filipino.
kind of
I'm
by it.
Filipino, Ace.
Oh,
Hey,
and
Ace, I'm Filipino.
and you're Filipino. Maybe that's why it's hitting
Yeah.
me so hard. I can, I'm picking up on that signature.
Yeah,
That's
Ace. I was born in Honolulu, on Oahu, but I moved so I live in Kona on the Big Island now.
that's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful state. Not cheap, but beautiful state. So
Right.
you need money if you want to stay in Hawaii. Although
That's right.
I had a friend, his brother lived in the jungle. I guess they got some kind of like they bring care packages out to the people living in the jungle, So, he didn't have any money. He just lived off of what they brought in stuff. And anyway, so yeah, I guess it's possible to live there with no money, but it's a jungle life if that's what you want. But otherwise, you better have some money if you want to stay in Hawaii, because there's a price for that liquid sunshine. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Well, I'm sure that pool funding is going to do that for me, so I'm really happy and excited for that.
Yeah, we're going to elevate you from wherever you're at. You're probably doing good to begin with, so you're going to do even better now. So
yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Welcome, Danny.
Appreciate
Welcome.
You're welcome. Thank
you. Greg, you're hitting it out of the park today. Got a great little team going there. Good job. Yeah, you must be bursting with the excitement right now. So congratulations. All right. Well, we're gonna be wrapping it up here shortly. I see still hands up for Ricardo and David. So if you want to go ahead and unmute either one of you, we can.
Okay. I just have two questions right now.
All right, Ricardo. Okay.
I think they're related. I think one question answers the other, but let me throw it out there. Because you say that the daily money that we put in, like in my case, would go to Rudy.
Correct.
And then also we're paying $30 a month.
Correct.
Right. And so
for the AI agent, for the research and development budget for that, yeah.
Okay, because my question was, if I'm giving the $1, $10 to Rudy, with what money are you buying the tokens for us?
Yeah, well, the tokens were created, right? So they're there, right? So just out of the spirit of full transparency, here's where the tokens are. So basically, here's the bank, if you will. So PFB. So there's 999,991 coin there. Okay. Out of 1,000,000. Okay. PFI. So there's 9,999,934 PFI coins right there out of 10 million.
Did you create those coins?
I did.
Wow, okay.
And then PFS, there is 99,999 PFS coins out of 100,000. So that's where the bank is.
Okay, so that's where the coins are coming from.
Yeah.
Right.
But eventually we'll get this whole thing where it's, smart contracts and all automated, and it will be out of my, fingertips and basically done in a smart contract. But we're not quite ready for that yet at that level. We're building up to that. My vision for this is like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just a set of codes, you know what I'm saying? And ultimately I'd like this to turn into that,
Okay, and the $30 a month, what do we pay that with? Bitcoin,
You
credit
pay
card?
that with USDT. So that's what you're
USD
accumulating from your referrals. By the way, you're accumulating USDT from your referrals, and that's how
Okay.
you make your monthly payment. That comes into us here at the administrative level, and we're
Right.
using it for research and development. So software programmers and whatever, So there we can put it to use right away. As soon as we have 1,000 people paying $30 a month, then we'd have a research and development budget of $30,000 a month. And the idea is to keep upgrading and upgrading and upgrading the AI agent for you, so you don't
Mhm.
have to do anything extra. It just keeps getting better every month you pay for it automatically.
Okay, so I sign out off of Rudy's website, and from there I can send you the 30 and so forth.
That's right. So he will send you his referral link, and
Okay.
then you'll have a short registration form. You connect your wallet, and then fund the wallet, and then start making daily payments. That's the order. Okay. And
Okay.
and then we haven't quite kicked off, rolling out the first version 1 of the AI agent, but we'll be doing that this month of January. Okay. So
Okay,
soon.
and you mentioned that I could, if I was gonna use Trust Wallet to contact Biz at BI, the last name is Biz, I believe. Would I guess, I don't, how would I get his address? Would he
Yeah,
send it to?
you have their Facebook and Telegram information here. So if you go to the onboarding team,
Okay.
go back to that. I'll just show it to you again. All right. So from the account page inside the menu, you're going to see onboarding. So you just click on onboarding, and that brings you to the page where the onboarders are. And so, Justine, Zyrene, Eric, they're familiar with the Trust Wallet. I think Mofo is too. Mofo also knows about the Trust Wallet.
Alright.
But mostly we focus on the MetaMask wallet. So,
Yeah.
it might be good for you to learn how to use the MetaMask wallet. That's all I can
No,
say.
I don't wanna talk about it because it's not a good experience, so I don't wanna,
Got it. I understand. Thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah.
All right, very good, Ricardo. You're our
All
last
right, man.
hand
Thank
up
you a lot.
today. I think David might have had his hand up. But did you finish, David, with what you wanted to contribute today?
Yeah, I'm good for today. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, that covers everyone. Excellent opportunity call today. One for the records. You guys can probably use this as a tool ongoing. It'd be on the YouTube channel, and to share what we're doing and show that we are exciting. We are we deliver. We're and you have like transparency and integrity like you're not going to find it anywhere else. And then all of that packaged in a bundle of love from a loving family kind of environment here that we are as a community. Yeah, I think we're checking all the boxes, and this call, I think we've actually been able to speak about each one of those checks. Check, 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 check. We've checked them all today in this call. Excellent call. Appreciate everybody here that participated, and especially those that came here brand new and looking at pool funding as an opportunity to join. We hope that we won you over today. and that you're in a hurry to get started, and just as excited about being a part of this as all the rest of us. And with that, we can go ahead and unmute, and we'll say bye for now. See you later. Happy New Year.
Bye for now.
Bye for
For
now.
now,
Thank you.
everybody.
Happy New
Have a
Year.
great night.
What's up, Aloha.